Hi there. In this short video, we're going to explain the perspective of a player when playing a visual collaboration game. In this game, we're going to focus on Prune the Product Tree, and of course we can look at other visual collaboration games later. This game board starts with 3 apples, all samples. A sample red tasty apple, a sample green apple, and a rotten apple. And the player can see the image of the game board on the left and some controls and some chats on the right. Now, one thing that players want to be able to do is add items to the game board. And to do that, a player will simply place their mouse over an item in the top left and then move it into the game board. When the item is moved into the game board, a simple dialog is popped up and you can label it, and this could say, my idea, and I can describe it. This is a great idea, because of course it's my idea. And I can place that there. Now once I have an idea, I can move them around and I can see why things have been organized and structured. Now, when I'm playing the game, all of the moves that I make and all of the moves that the other players make are reflected. So if there were other players in this game, they could move the idea, move the apple, change things around. They can even edit it. So for example, even though this apple came in as another sample, I can change it into, say, better idea. And by changing that, I am now changing that for all of the other players in the game. If I don't like an idea, I can simply drag it off the board to delete it, and I can say, this is a sample, but we want real ideas, and I can go ahead and delete that item. And again, that change is reflected on the game boards of all the other players. Now, to keep track of where items have been placed, we create layers and regions. And as a facilitator or a player, you're going to want to use these to know where items have been placed. To see the layers and regions, I simply click on the Layers and Regions tab in the top right. And I can see that it's showing no region. And this is the default, so that when the game starts, the players are just looking at the game board. But what I can do is I can say, show all the regions, and I can see an overlay. And you can think of a layer as a transparent overlay on top of the image. If I pull down the menu by clicking on the plus, I can see ideas that are later or sooner in various locations. So these are all the ideas I want sooner and later. Finally, a player can chat with other players by using the large space of chat for public chat. So this is a chat to the group. And down here in the lower right, if there were other players, they could whisper to the other players. Thank you for watching this brief video on how to play a visual collaboration game.